Hi, I'm Jeff Pettis. I'm a beekeeper in Salisbury, Maryland, managing about 100 hives, but I'm also a researcher. And while at U.S. Department of Ag, myself and others were researching why queens were failing at a fairly high rate. We shipped queens around the country in small cages, and we clued in on two things. One was shipping temperature might be involved, and the other was pesticide exposure. And we won't have time to talk about pesticide exposure, but certainly pesticides, both from agriculture and also from the treatments that we do in colonies for mite control, can have an effect on queens. We had asked beekeepers to send us queens from we call poor performing colonies and high performing colonies, really good colonies and really poor colonies in the same apiary. When we did that and we looked at the sperm viability in these queens, the sperm viability was 50% or lower in the poor performing colonies and above 90% in the high performing colonies. So we saw a link there. And just a quick queen biology lesson. Young queens, virgin queens, mate in the first 2 weeks of their life. They fly off and mate with 10, 20, 30 drones, and then they store sperm inside their body in a special organ for up to 2 to 3 years. That's all the sperm they need throughout their lifespan. The problem was that queens were dying at an early rate. In fact, when we surveyed beekeepers, sometimes in a single year, up to 50% of the queens would be replaced in those colonies. So that's a problem. We also know from the work of several others, Anita Collins being one at Bellows, that sperm viability can affect brood pattern. This is a kind of a spotty brood pattern, not the best brood pattern. And also, if we have something like this, which is a slightly better brood pattern, that can be linked to sperm viability. So we started a line of investigation into temperature in particular. And what we found was that when queens were held or shipped at temperatures between 50 and 100 degrees Fahrenheit, they were okay. If you got above 100 degrees on the hot end and below 50 degrees on Fahrenheit on the low end, the sperm inside those queens could be affected. The queens looked normal, but in fact they were inferior. So if you're a beekeeper, be aware of when queens are shipped. Take measures, don't put them on the seat of your truck and expose them to high or low temperatures, and you'll produce much more healthy and vibrant queens. And again, the queen is the heart of the colony. We need good, productive colonies to produce the fruits, nuts, and vegetables that our diet relies on. We can survive on wind pollination, which is corn, rice, and wheat, but we thrive on the fruits, nuts, and vegetables that bees and other pollinators provide. Thank you.